Hero currently is 68% in PvZ, and he's on an 8-1 PvZ win streak. But let me name you some of the players he's beaten on Daybreak in the past. He's beaten Idra, Demaga, Violet, and HeyPro, and that's just in the past month and a half, or a couple months actually. Sorry, not month and a half, but he's been beating some notable names.
That's frightening.
And
if I'm CrazyMoving, well, CrazyMoving is a Code A level Zerg.
Yep.
Which Hero was there forever.
Until you got to round 8 of GSL.
Of course. Balling out.
Last time we saw Hero on this map in NASL, he went for a 2-base 7-gate blink all in and crushed Demaga. And was able to really take the series ultimately, despite losing that pretty unconventional game number 1.
And
now,
he did the same thing to Idra, actually.
Oh yeah, that's true.
In a big show match, I remember. He's just... Oh, no, it wasn't show match. It was NASTL.
Yeah, it's a very good map for that, especially at the 3rd. The position you can take outside of it is pretty good if you can get if you're coming from a good angle. Now, Hero scouted after pylon, pretty standard, just to see what Zerg is up to, and he sees another hatchery first attempt.
And this is crazy. Normally, hatchery first attempts are kind of tricky to pull off, especially with cannon rushes that go down. But we have seen players just play a little bit cheekier. They try to do this as best as possible and hope that their drones are going to be sufficient. I think a great response to this, though, would be throw out another probe and just have it so that you can potentially make cannons all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of capabilities for that. So,
oh wow!
Overall, it was a canceled pylon.
Yeah. And I mean, he was going Nexus first. It was just a fake.
Yeah.
And he scouts a really late pool, so he's actually free to go Gateway. Not even get a forge directly, and that's how comfortable Hero feels, and that's kind of actually the drawback too, because that allows Protoss to play extremely greedy in the openings of PvZ.
And really, I think both these openings kind of negate each other. Of course, that early hatchery, normally you get out the super fast second queen, so you got that larva inject a lot faster. Of course, on the opposite corner, we have the Chrono Boost already being started up. You have the double pro production really fast, so both these players should be in the same economic advantage, so it negates.
The same advantage.
Yeah.
In essence, they're neutral.
Exactly. Like, same advantage per each race,
Interesting to note that Hero still feels comfortable enough to not get a photon cannon as part of his defense. He actually locked in one of his probes. But, yeah, he's getting it pretty delayed. Again, because CrazyMovin hasn't been able to pressure whatsoever. He's also Hero's been keeping tabs if Zerg's taking a fast third, but I don't feel CrazyMovin is going to go for that kind of build that we've been so expecting, especially on Daybreak, a fantastic map for 3 hatch before gas builds.
There it is, 3 hatch before gas.
Yeah. But the question is he going to take like 1 gas and go speed again, and Carapace?
I don't think he'll go Carapace. Normally when you go the Carapace build, it's before you get your 3rd hatchery. I've seen that multiple times. The whole essence is you don't have enough time to really capitalize on your +1 Carapace, because there could be a 4-gate timing, and that 4-gate timing is pretty crippling. It can do a lot of damage, and you won't have the Carapace out if you go for your 3rd hatchery.
Yep, so we see Hero here getting his 2nd gas finally. A little bit unconventional that he doesn't go double gas. A lot of Protosses like getting double gas immediately so they can rush up their tech, but Hero doing it slowly but surely. And that way he can, get everything else at a standard time. He's pumping out a lot more minerals. And the question is, how is he going to utilize it? Because we see Hero was one of the first Protosses to really utilize +1 really quickly, get Zealots out, and pressure that 3rd base that Zerg players love to get. But now that he sees, he saw a late gas and he has Stalkers, he technically has map dominance, and he's already getting a little bit aggressive. You see that his Zealot and Stalker is halfway across the map, and he has another Stalker about to pop.
This could do a lot of damage considering Metabolic Boost is nowhere near completion. It's not even near starting. He does have double gas going down right now. I should see a macro hatch coming down pretty soon as well. That's a pretty standard thing to go, but here we go. Zerglings will intercept this single Stalker, or 2 Stalkers rather, and Zealots, or 1 Zealot. Wow, where is my head?
This is a fantastic time, because even if Zerg was going for Roach Warren, it would just be finishing right now.
Yes.
And we see that Hero's hitting a perfect time here, taking out a lot of drones before CrazymoviNG can get out units. 6 Zerglings on the way, but again, there are slow Zerglings. And the pylon's about to finish. I mean, Hero can warp into more Stalkers as long as he micros very well and stays off the creep against these Zerglings. He can do a lot of damage.
Ooh, and here we go. Roach Warren is just now being put down. But now these Zealots can do a lot of damage. They don't have their +1, unfortunately for them.
They don't need it. I mean,
they don't
honestly.
need it.
There's Zerglings without speed, and they can engage however they want. And they have a Stalker support. Look at Hero microing, stutter stepping is blah 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 blah. Stutter stepping is Stalker, and look at that, even pushing the Queen so that he can get more DPS in there.
Oh my God! Does he really keep this Stalker alive? This guy is absolutely insane. Hero is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say,
I'm lost
Hero
for
is
words.
so sick, man.
His timing is really cool. I'm gonna try this out as soon as I get home tonight. But yeah, this is gonna do way more damage than it should be. You can see Roaches are still in production and Zerglings are in production, but Hero can even just head back home.
Sentries being popped down.
Oh wow.
And really nice micro coming out from Hero, not throwing down any of the force fields.
Unnecessarily,
yeah.
And he's doing everything right back at home, getting a robotics as if he's transitioned normally to a 2 base timing. And you see, yeah, 13 Roaches in production. This has been so much damage implied here from CrazymoviNG.
Now, Metabolic Boost will finish pretty soon, although 4 more Sentries are warping in here. And let me see the tech really quick behind this robotics facility is going down. He's just going to group up all of his Roaches, and here we go. We might have the attack from CrazymoviNG. Nope. Just going to defend continually. Not going to push on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get his Zerglings into position.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he can get,
will,
you know.
Will Hero have six cents? Wow. Why is that so hard to say?
There's a lot of tongue twisters, man. I was thinking stutter stepping Stalkers. Say that 5 times.
Stutter stepping Stalkers. Stutter stepping Stalkers. Stutter stepping Stalkers. Stutter stepping Stalkers. Stutter stepping Stalkers.
Yeah, see, it's not as easy as you thought it was. So Hero is
well played, sir.
Well, we see that Hero is falling back, hitting his 3rd base. Zerglings trying to go for run by, but he does have +1. Those Zerglings aren't as effective as they should be, and I like that. You know, I like just the small things Hero does, placing his cannons and being able to do that. And everyone says, wow, we're so Hero biased, but he's in full control of this game. This is the point where Zerg should be jumping supply. It's 11 minutes. We've seen Zergs max at this point. Dude,
this game is so... StarCraft 2 is so Hero biased. That's what it comes down to. Because it's already 11 minutes in, and Hero has a pretty nice advantage. Look at the supplies even, 110 to 107. Normally, Protosses are pretty far behind because there's always that Roach dump. But the main reason he hasn't been able to make so many Roaches is because he's droning up at this point. Look at how far behind his drone count is, 64 to 60. That is not where you want to be at. The Protoss is ahead in economy. And that, you just can't keep up 3 base against 3 base. You will be more cost efficient if you are the Protoss player. You just have the better units, and you have force shields.
Nidus network in production
just like what
here.
you said.
And
do you have 2?
I don't think he can afford it if he has 2.
I don't think so
Yeah,
either.
it's late game he has 2. It's guaranteed he always has 2. Oh, it doesn't always have 2, but I've seen it in the past, and it's pretty cool.
Nice pick off.
And
yeah, gets taken out.
That's actually a little mishap there by Hero. So good job by CrazymoviNG to pick that up. Now he is going for Groove Spine, indicating he wants to get Hydras onto the field soon. And you know, with a Nidus network, that might not be the worst thing in the world, but look at this from Hero. He hallucinated a Void Ray and 2 Phoenixes. That's really clever.
Do you really think? Well, it's not going to incur any reaction, I don't think.
No, but more specifically, just it scares Zerg a little bit. Maybe force some more spores. He's trying to make Zerg react at this point, but the real reaction is that CrazymoviNG has 33 Roaches and 10 Hydras in production. The Nice Worm is about to complete. Where is it spawning?
Spawning right outside, and Hero will intercept that. My God, Hero's on top of everything. These Hydras and Roaches are gone.
Yeah, and he force fields also just for insurance. He didn't even need to bring over all of his army there. Great job by Hero. CrazymoviNG, it was an interesting attempt there, but it was a little bit too exposed.
And all the gas is right now pumped into those Hydras, so it doesn't really have a lot of capabilities to do, you know, some sort of late game tech. He's not getting any upgrades. Look at that, 28 circling. So CrazymoviNG needs to get something here. He needs to kill a third. He needs to kill his opponent's entire army.
Hero knows, too.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Hero just says, defensive, good to go.
Yeah. Oh, man, those two immortals sniped it out.
How does he actually see all this?
He's so...
We're going to have another one over here.
Hero is... He just knows. And, okay, a third attempt here from CrazymoviNG. The Zergling is... But, Hero knows. He's got Stalkers in position. He sees it. This has got to be the most frustrating thing for CrazymoviNG. That's a lot of gas invested into those Niruses.
I'm pretty sure it would be more cost-efficient just for him to walk over with his Roaches and Hydras and then set it up. You know,
yeah,
just say, okay, I have the ground, or I have the position, but I don't know what he's doing here.
I think CrazymoviNG's also a little bit lost in terms of what he needs to do. You can tell he's still kind of intent on this nice network. He's been rallying all of his units there, and I think he's trying to jockey for position with maybe his oversteers and whatnot, but Hero knows. He's got every part of his base covered. Pylons in a star formation just to cover all the outskirts. And another attempt here, but an immediate blink and Hero kills it off. And he knows every single time he picks it off is more, he gets more and more ahead.
What I would love, oh my god, Hero, how are you doing this?
This is absurd. Like, Hero sees everything. And CrazymoviNG, he's getting Aspire. He's frustrated.
My god.
Another this is
something I would
that's
love.
Like that's six? That's six?
I don't know. I lost count. But I would love Hero to actually let him finish it and be like, go ahead. Pull out some units, and then I'm just going to blink on top of that, kill everything, and then your units are dead again. Okay, now CrazymoviNG finally saying, okay, let me just go ahead and walk across the map. The problem is he's single-filed.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this nice network lining up those units to their doom. In fact, we see that it's pure Roach and Hydra, not really anything to deal with, you know, just the onslaught of Protoss units. He also has an upgraded advantage, +2 and +1, just compared to the +1 missile weapons from Zerg. And a Colossus even coming in here, cleaning up a lot of the Hydra list. Hero completely dominating CrazymoviNG's army, and you can tell CrazymoviNG wants no part of this.
CrazymoviNG is... Well, I'm not going to say it.
Well, he's in big trouble here.
Yes, that's the perfect words.
Yeah, he has nothing really to do with it. Doesn't matter that he doesn't have force fields. The Stalker will act as a natural barrier. 3 Immortals working those Roaches like a masseuse parlor. We see the Liquid Hero completely destroying everything of what Zerg has. CrazymoviNG has a good concave. That's a really good salvage thing. And he also has good creep spread that allowed him to be able to reinforce quickly. But the 4th has been cleaned up by Hero. The 2nd Colossus is now getting into it. And the reinforcements are quickly disappearing as CrazymoviNG forced to retreat up his ramp.
106 applied to 177. Hero retained a lot from that engagement. Look at that unit loss tab. Over double. That means he's killing 2 to 1. 2 to 1. That is a staggering efficiency rate.
Yeah. We see... You know, Hero's also been, he has +3 finish as well, and he's keep the Colossus alive despite the fact that he didn't even have force fields. A very good job. CrazymoviNG, GG.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Liquid Hero takes it 2-0, and he takes the series along with it. $150 to boast as well. Yeah. Kind of nice. Nice to be Hero right now.
Yeah, so Hero wins again, and he's been doing very well, not just in GSL, not just for his team in, not just for Team Liquid and Team Leagues, but also at the NASL. That series and game was brought to you none other than iBuyPower. Thank you so much for sponsoring NASL 3, providing these great PCs pre-assembled. Go to iBuyPower.com.